Hey Daisy, what we doing? We going down Poudre Canyon Highway on this August 20th, 2018 on your very first camping trip. Oh, don't that make you happy? Or does it make you sleepy? Anyhow, this is gonna be a very good adventure. We're gonna go up the Blue Lake Trail and complete the hidden trail and find out what that's all about, and then camp at Pingree Park for the night. Woo, doggy. All right, we have made it. Woo, doggy. Daisy and I are at the Blue Lake Trail head. We're gonna take this Blue Lake Trail on up to what we call the hidden trail and go all the way to the end of it this time. You see that water down there, Daisy? You scaring the butterfly away, Daisy. There he goes. Okay, well the main trail continues on that way. We just came from this way. But Daisy spotted a little side trail. So we're gonna get off the trail for just a minute and go see what this is all about. But I also noticed there's another one in this direction. Let's go see this one first. Okay, off of the trail now, and we have come up on what appears to be a campsite of someone who enjoys some Bud Light Platinum. Woo! This was probably a good time right here. They done left their shoes and everything. And right here is the creek. It don't get no better than that. You find a good creek? I would say you did. And just right through the woods over here would make a great campsite. Yeah, I'm glad you found this. Still exploring a little off trail from the Blue Lake Trail. Here's another little fire ring. I see a couple of trees that might work for my hammock. Oh man. And access to the creek is easy to get to. Yep, Daisy, you have found a great place that I never even knew existed. We got to get off the trail a little more often. Coming up on that little log bridge there, Daisy. You gonna cross the bridge or play in the water? It is a pretty neat little waterfall right here. You find you a stick? Yeah. You like them sticks, don't you? All right, I'm going across the bridge. Come on. Okay. Don't take the bridge then. That's all right. That works too. Ooh, a squirrel ran out in front of us and went up that tree. Where'd it go? Wait a minute. You can't go that way. We on the leash. Come on, girl. That squirrel is long gone. Let's go find another one. Okay, Daisy and I just stopped at this little Chambers Lake overlook area and checked our GPS, let it acquired some satellites. And it said we didn't have much further to go. And boy, it wasn't kidding. And now, since we discovered this in July, now we know this is the way. So I've got Daisy off of the leash because we don't expect to see anybody on this old hidden trail. This time I have the more precise maps that I printed out. We're going to explore several different things. And one of them is a rock pile that, or what appeared to be a rock pile from Google Earth anyway. And then, not last or least or whatever, the end of it. And hopefully a way to get to the creek. Let's go find out. All right. Had to break out the old map and the GPS. And according to these coordinates, we are right about here in this curve. You see that, Daisy? We don't want to be here. We want to be here. So we need to continue on up the Blue Lake Trail a little bit further, I think. And I got my magnetic compass out. This way, the way we was going and the way it looks like the trail is going back to the east. We don't want to be going east. This map is orientated north up, so we wants to go this way to the west. So it's a good thing I broke this out, because I thought I knew where I was at, but we are on the wrong trail. Don't look like that's interfering with your fun though. All right, so I put in the waypoints in the GPS to the rock clearing. Thank God I thought ahead to get the numbers, and we are here. So yeah, we're back on the hidden trail again. We were definitely on the wrong one earlier. I don't even know what you call that one. It's kind of hidden too, but we're on the right path now. And I'm not seeing a real big pile of rocks like I thought there was on Google Earth. But that's all right. I'm not really interested in climbing on rocks anyway. I want to go to the end and find the creek. Let's go. Okay, this GPS is saying that the trail's end is only 140 feet. Daisy and I came from up there. We had to do some scrambling to get down here to this creek. But we have found it. I don't really see the need to go any further up because there was a cool looking little body of water a little ways downstream. We're gonna go explore it. But for all intents and purposes, I am calling this it. We have reached the trail's end. The hidden trail leads to nothing less than an oasis. You know, I might not have no choice but to do the same thing, Daisy, and just walk in this water. This whole way, I've been able to keep my feet from getting completely wet. Yeah, let's see if we can cross over here. Little mound of dirt. Oh yeah, little beaver dam action. This is nice. You done found you a stick, hadn't you? Woo! Well, I just went for a little dip in this hole right here. There's some brook trout swimming around in it. That was pretty cool. The water obviously flows on. Me and Daisy went up this way a little bit just to see what's up there. Of course, I pulled my shoes off so I could walk in the creek, and my footsies are tender. Woo! I'm not cut out for that. But this spot wasn't too bad though. It's got a nice sandy bottom. Daisy has found her a stick to play with. We're on the other side of the creek now, and this is basically what it's looking like. Nobody's been in here in a long, long time. But there's a lot of trees, and that's good for hammock camping. I don't really need a level spot. So it wouldn't be unheard of for me to come back here again and sleep right by this creek. Okay, well, again, with the help of Google Earth, I had to mark the spot on my GPS not too far from the creek. In fact, it said it was only 430 feet, and it's supposed to be a big clear spot. And look at this. Oops, about tripped on a rock. This is it. This is that big clearing. Oh wow. It goes all the way on over there. I think we're going to explore this a little bit. All right. Little patch of trees up here in the middle of the clearing. Bandit. I almost said bandit. Me and Daisy's following a little bit of a animal trail. We seen where somebody laid down and made them a bed in this tall grass. Several piles of poop of some kind around. Wow, look at this. Even more. Oh yeah. And the mountains in the background, it don't get no better than this. Daisy, this has been an incredible hike. You ready to head back? I take that as a yes. Okay, well, the trail fun has ended. Man, what an awesome hike. And now, for Daisy's first camping trip. This is the place I have selected. Right across this little creek. There's some brook trout swimming in there. She likes playing in this water. Let me walk across this log, get to the other side. Woo! Just wanted to show you kind of the setup or the idea. we just gonna be on the other side of this creek. This big tree right here, that big tree over there, that's where I'm gonna string up my hammock. Got a nice little flat area right here for the tent. See how Daisy does in the doggy tent? Let's get this show on the road. Okay, well, the sun is setting and I've got camp set up. Woo-wee! Just before dark. Little camp chair with some cup holders full of Bud Light and an ice chest to go with it. My hammock strung up perfectly between these two trees. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a chance tonight that it won't rain, and I haven't put the tarp over it. If it does start raining, I can either put the tarp up or go get in the car. And the dog tent. Oh wow. I haven't tried Daisy in it yet because she's been playing in the water. She is soaking wet. She is having a fun time playing by this creek. So we'll have to wait till a little later. But this is it. This is home sweet home for tonight, Daisy. Let's see what happens. Where'd that stick go? Well, that is a stick, but that ain't the one. You know you're gonna have to try to dry off a little bit before you get in your bed. I don't think that's gonna happen. I might have made a mistake by bringing you this close to a creek. Oh my goodness. All right, it's the next morning. Daisy's just eating her little breakfast. I'm making her feel comfortable about the tent by feeding her in there. A couple of snacks last night. Speaking of last night, it did start raining a little bit. Not too terribly much, but luckily for us, it started off as a gentle sprinkle. So I had time to put the tarp out, move the chair under the tarp, Daisy's tent. The good news is she slept in that thing without a problem. That was fantastic. The bad news is I was a worrywart. And about midnight, I unzipped myself from my top quilt and under quilts and everything else. Excuse me. And looked out to see how she was doing. She was in the tent, sleeping, but it kind of felt cold to me. So I woke her up, and we went and slept in the car the rest of the night. But she did great. No problems at all. You've been playing in the water again. You like this camping stuff, don't you? That's the reason I got concerned about her last night. 'Cause she was soaking wet. That water is cold. And then when she got in the tent, it started getting a little cold. But as you can see, I'm kind of taking everything down now. Fun is over. We have to be heading home soon, Daisy. That's the last thing on her mind right now. This has been a fantastic camping trip.